So, good morning, everybody. Today we are talking about what is to come. What is your life, your lifestyle, your association, your physique, you? What are you going to look like and be like and act like over the next 3 months? My name is Coach Jess. I am a women's weight loss and wellness coach. I have my master's degree in exercise physiology, bachelor's in kinesiology. I'm a prenatal postpartum fitness specialist, amongst lots of other hats that I've worn in the industry over the last 15 or so years. So I'm also 34 weeks pregnant today. What do you know? So what we are talking about today, just to straight up get into it, is a 75-day challenge. And what this is going to do is it's going to take you from March 7th all the way till the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend. So in my brain, Memorial Day weekend is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? So I'm setting you up. I was like, when do we want it to end? Because in this challenge, there are zero compromises. There are 0 days off. And we're going to get into that and what that discipline looks like. If you're already like, wait, I got something. We're going to talk about those feelings and those thoughts on this call today. But I can't tell you how many summers have arrived and myself or clients have been like, oh, I guess this is just what I'm going to get this year. Like this is what I got to work with, versus doing it now with a group of people, with support, with rules, with a surefire game plan. A lot of times when I present a game plan to people and it's challenging or it's hard, or they just don't think they can do it, they start to question the tasks themselves of there must be a different way. And what that really does is it takes the accountability off of you, where we don't like walking. We don't realize the power of our steps. People will ask me for a full-blown workout program, and I'll say, okay, before I write this for you and invest my time and resources into this, I want you to take a 10-minute walk for 5 out of the next 7 days. A week goes by, I reach out, they didn't do it. There's 2 pieces here. It's belief in what I'm asking you and telling you to do as a professional with experience who cares about you, that what we're doing is powerful and is going to create results if done consistently and with intent. And it's honestly just discipline. It's, are you the kind of person who does what they say they're going to do? And I think that's a bigger piece is once you have a clear game plan, people say it all the time. I know what to do. I just need to do it. And honestly, consistency isn't your issue. You're consistently hitting snooze. You might be consistently having treats at night. It's the discipline to what you said you were going to do and honestly believing it's going to get you to where you want to go. And not only will it get you to where you want to go, it might take you places you never even thought you could go. It might reveal new windows, new opportunities. Right? It's like going to school and you're studying one thing and you think you want to be this, but then you take this one class that, whoa, just opened your whole world up. It's who you're becoming in the process on the way there. And there's so many cliches out there that, oh, if they weren't cliches and watered down, they'd be so powerful. If we could just take that chip off our shoulder for a second. And I'm a big fan for chips on your shoulder. We're going to talk about that when we talk about social pressures and social norms and taking on this challenge. But it's just really powerful to dive in. So as we continue with this call, if I ever lose my train of thought, it's pregnancy brain. I'm super pregnant. I know you can't tell from here up, but that's why. They should make like a chat bot that like you do like line please and they like remind you what you were saying. Okay. So the premise of the 75-day challenge is going to be the 75 hard program. You may have heard of it. You may have not. You may have done it, you may have not. You may have opinions about it, you may not. Keep listening to me now and hear me with an open mind and an open heart. 75 Hard was created by a man named Andy Frisella. He's actually the owner or the CEO and founder of 1st Phorm, which is the coaching app that I use as my platform and backbone for my business, and the majority of the supplements that I recommend. And so it's really beautifully tied together in the trust and in what it is you are committing to, and the community and mission and vision around this program. 75 Hard is not a fitness challenge. It's really not a challenge. It's a program, because what it's going to do is it's going to program a lifestyle and a mindset for you. If we just did a challenge and you got the results, you wouldn't keep them, because you were just doing something wild and bananas and all in and intense for that short period of time that you promised yourself you would do it. And I'm not saying that the tasks that you're going to be doing in 75 Hard are things that you're going to do every single day for the rest of your life, but you're going to find that it is actually incredibly sustainable to maintain these tasks and this lifestyle. Incredibly. And the discipline that you forge from it. So we are doing a mental toughness, mental discipline challenge, because I'm going to ask you to do 5 tasks. Now you have an opportunity to negotiate with me what those 5 tasks are. And upon my approval, that can be your 75 Hard. But what I'm going to tell you right now is negotiation is the problem. Because you negotiate with yourself when you say you're going to eat salad at the restaurant and you order a pizza. You negotiate with yourself when you are hitting snooze or not hitting snooze. We're taking negotiation off the table. We're taking compromise off the table for 75 days. You might think 75 days is a long time. How long has the scale been? Exactly the same. Probably longer than 75 days. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. And here's the thing, it's really hard for your weight to stay exactly the same. It typically goes up, stays there for a while, goes up, stays there for a while. And then you think, what happened? Because no one was holding you accountable to your daily actions. So here are your daily actions. Number 1, we are drinking a gallon of water. Again, if you're like, no way, talk to me about it. First, I'm going to have a mindset conversation with you about why, what are your limiting beliefs, what are your excuses, what's stopping you, how can we navigate this together with tools and confidence and resources. But it's 3 of these. Hey, 1st Phorm. It's 3 of these. I fill 3 of these up the night before. So when I finish one, I got the next. A gallon of water. Water is easy to do, but it's easy not to do, like a lot of things in life. It takes time management, like a lot of things in life. And in the spirit of your transformation, you don't realize you're operating at 60% until you start operating at 100% when it comes to your hydration levels. And so a gallon of water a day. We can negotiate 100 ounces depending on how much you weigh. But it's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be challenging, but it's also supposed to be really freaking simple, and watching your mind overcome that. That if it's 9 p.m. and you need to be drinking like a whole thing of these because you didn't work on your time management, you weren't accountable all day long and put it off, you got to do what you said you were going to do. How powerful is that? So every day for 75 days, 1 gallon of water from the time you wake up until the time you fall asleep, right? So it could be 3 a.m, as long as you haven't slept till the next day. Next thing is going to be read 10 pages of a personal development book. So I prefer reading for 15 minutes rather than 10 pages. But as long as you are doing focused time, where like I start a timer and I read for 15 minutes. If my daughter asks me, I pause it. So that's up to you. That's up to how much integrity you want to have. So 10 pages or 15 minutes of a personal development book. I'm going to give lots of recommendations on different categories of what you could work on. If you're studying for your real estate license, have it be your textbook, right? If you want to improve your relationship, read the 5 love languages. If you want to improve your business skills, my boyfriend has the book, Read How to Win Friends and Influence People. If you want to stay really connected to Andy Frisella and 75 Hard, buy the book on mental toughness. It's the book about 75 Hard. If you I mean, I'm sorry, I'm staring at my bookshelf and I have amazing recommendations for you based on what you want to get out of your life. And remembering that, yes, this is a physical transformation that you're going to experience, but you're transforming, which means we want to give ourselves an opportunity to build our discipline and transform ourselves in other parts of our life, because how you do one thing is how you do all things. I promise you that you don't want to be the person who's crazy, crazy, crazy fit and the relationship stinks, or who is like the fittest, hottest person in the gym, or who won that High Rocks race, but their bank account is negative dollars and they're in debt. How can we become the person that we want to be with these habits? And I promise you that physical transformation is going to take off when you recognize and realize that. So that's that. If it's your Bible, have it be your Bible. Again, you do not have to have the same faith as me. It's just a recommendation. So next piece is going to be also, if you're participating in Ramadan, when we come to the nutrition piece, like, let's talk about that. If you're participating in anything that's religious or aligned with your faith, social, right? Talk to me about it. Since we're on that, let's talk about nutrition. So nutrition is, you're going to be on some kind of diet, okay? Some kind of diet. Which diet? Pick one. People don't like that. People don't like that because it's easy to make compromises when you made the rules yourself. And so in the my coaching space, it's calories and protein. I know how challenging it can be to hit your calories and hit your protein every single day. And so maybe it's hit my protein goal, and I usually make a list of foods that I won't have. So I will say no gluten, no dairy. And really, here's the thing. If you have to question it, it's probably going against the rules. So if you're like, well, what if I got a protein style burger with no cheese from In-N-Out? You're in your head, you're like, is that cheat? It is. If you're questioning, is that cheating? It is. And let it empower you to make burgers at home for you and your family, because I wouldn't think that homemade cheeseburgers wouldn't be cheating. Some people give up level 1 protein bars because they're kind of like candy bars. This is where that one-on-one conversation and that fine-tuning is going to come, but don't use that as an excuse to be so vague that you're on week 5 and you're like, I feel like I haven't been doing it. Now, mostly in the rules of 75 hard, if you miss one day, you fail and you start over from 1. We're not doing that. We're just going through 75 days as best as we can. And we're not starting over at 0. If you want to maintain that, and I'm going to send you all the podcasts on 75 hard, go ahead and maintain that. So look at the freedoms you have. What books you're reading. What kind of diet are you doing? The next one is no alcohol and no cheat meals. That's usually where people are like, wait, I can't do that. Why? It's not even just about the fact that cheat meals and alcohol create so much inflammation in your body, make terrible food choices, mess with your metabolism, mess with your calories. I could go on, because remember, you said you wanted more. You said you wanted to transform your life and your body, but now you're making excuses. Well, I can make it work. I can make it fit. Hey, I'm all for a lifestyle. I'm all for freedom, but you have to earn that. Your metabolism has to earn that. Your lifestyle has to earn that. And it takes this chunk of time to build discipline, commitment, confidence in doing what you said you were going to do and choosing hard things too. Some of you, that might be easy. When you're navigating sweets cravings, that's something I will absolutely support you with, making sure that the rest of your nutrition is supporting that not happening. When it comes to socializing, this is where I want you to get a chip on your shoulder. People want to be surrounded by other people who are doing well. They just don't show it. Why is it weird to be the one person drinking? Why is it weird to be the one person who chooses not to get ice cream? Because we've been programmed to self-destruct each other in that social situation, right? Show me your 5 friends, I'll show you your future. I would rather the closest people around me have the courage and the discipline to say no to drinks or sweets than have them all encouraging me to do something that I told them, hey, I'm committing to this for 75 days. With the nutrition piece and the sweets and alcohol piece, and in this exercise piece we're going to move into, this is where I'm going to highly, highly encourage your spouse to do this with you if you have one. Boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, husband, dog. It is very challenging to do this. You could have their support, but it's tough when they're eating a bowl of ice cream and you can't. It's tough when you are going out for your second workout of the day and they're watching Netflix. So I'm not trying to scare you, but I am trying to scare you into success. Next piece is going to be 2 workouts a day. 45 minutes long, not 44 minutes. One has to be outside, technically. Because of the weather, I'm going to try to omit that a little. And really what I'm encouraging is a 45-minute walk every day and a workout every day. A workout can be stretching. A workout could be sitting on a stationary bike. You could do 2 walks a day. But what are we trying to do here? Yes, there's that commitment piece, but can I just try to paint a picture for you of what your body's going to look like when you do an intentional workout every day and walk intentionally for 45 minutes straight every day? Your body is going to change. Your confidence is going to change. When you're outside walking at, the time's about to change, 6 a.m., no one's out there, it's dark, you got your headlamp on, you're going to be like, yeah, I'm the only person willing to do this. Again, are you already coming up with compromises? Are you already saying, oh, I don't want to do that? Okay, your scale's going to stay the same. Your life's going to stay the same. This isn't the end-all be-all, but has anything else you tried really, really worked? Probably because of lack of discipline to it, a lack of intensity to it. It's probably just made up by somebody random, or you, and it had pitfalls to it. So, again, I don't want you crushing a workout 7 days a week. I want you intentionally moving your body 7 days a week and intentionally walking 7 days a week. And that's where, again, we will talk about what that will look like. If you're like, I don't have an hour and a half to devote to that, you're going to find very quickly you have a lot more time than you realize. Like, I'm going to encourage you after you watch this to open up your screen time on your phone. You probably have time. The average American watches 48 hours of TV in a week. I think you have time. If you honest to God think you don't, first you have a conversation with me. We talk about mindset. We talk about excuses. We talk about compromise. We talk about time management. And then we consider switching up the plan. Maybe it's a 30-minute walk. Maybe it's 4 10-minute walks. But I will not release these standards that we're following without an honest and true conversation about where it's coming from. Because people say, I'm doing 75 soft. Again, you're feeding the problem. You're making it easier for yourself. That's all we do. We want to make things easier for ourselves. And that's just not how we get ahead in life. This is it. Give me 75 days. Give yourself 75 days. You will not regret it. But you will regret it if you don't do it. And you say, I should have done that. I'm going to start Monday. I'm going to start Monday. Let's stop that cycle. Okay, so water, reading, diet, cheat meals and alcohol, workouts. Those are your 5. So next step is to start to invite people to join you. Coworkers, friends, family. I'll send you the podcast that like really lays it out, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there's swearing in it. It's very intense. It's very like yelling at you, S-U-C-K. You need to be better, do better. but take it as if Coach Jess is talking to you about it, and remember the nuance that I've put into it for you, so that this can be accessible to a lot of people, but bringing people into that. So if you are currently paying $100 or more a month for my coaching, this challenge won't cost you anything. If you're paying $50 or less for my coaching, there is going to be a one-time cost. And there's also going to be a supplement component that is not mandatory, but it's really not optional because I am not going to. It's like when you get your hair done at the hairstylist and they don't let you leave before blow drying your hair for 30 minutes, even though you really have somewhere to be, because they're not going to let you walk out. And again, this isn't about me. This is about you feeling your best. You really think that this is going to be hard, and I want to make sure that you have the micronutrients from a multivitamin. You're going to be eating more protein than you normally do, different foods than you're used to. Let's make sure your gut health's prepared. Right? Your nervous system's like, whoa, we're doing so much. We're excited. We're pumped. Our sleep schedule's changing. We need some magnesium in our life. So again, not mandatory, but not super optional. Again, we'll talk about what those supplements are going to be. Actually, I have some time. So the first thing that we're going to want to make sure that we're doing is getting enough protein. So Formula One is going to be the main protein you're using. If I've told you to use a different protein, please, by all means. If you're looking for a plant-based or a vegan protein, let me know, and I have a different non-first form suggestion for you. But we're going to stay in the first form world for supplements. And the reason why I'm going to recommend first form supplements is because they're going to be the best suited for this program and for the direction that we're going for the next 2.5 months, unless we've had a different conversation about your health goals. So Formula One digests really quickly. You're not going to be overly full. You can have, 2 scoops, 40 grams, and it's not going to be too thick. It's really easy to drink. Next is going to be OptiGreens 50. This is a greens powder that's literally going to take away. It took away my bloating. I can't speak for you. It took away my bloating and really changed my confidence in my physique. It also helped with cravings because of the glycemic balance blend. Next is going to be a Full-Mega fish oil. The reason I recommend this one is because it's actually properly dosed to defeat inflammation in your body and to support your joints and to support your brain. People, again, just like the water, don't realize how good they feel when they're taking a properly dosed fish oil. And properly dosed means you're getting the right amount of EPA and DHA to get the omega-3s to offset all that inflammation from all the omega-6s in the world in our diet, in our seed oils. You really don't realize how good you feel until you're consistent with that. And then last is going to be Microfactor. Microfactor is a daily nutrient pack of everything you need from known and unknown gaps in your diet, from the foods you're eating, where it's fruit and veggie capsule, it's a multivitamin, it's an antioxidant, it's a probiotic, it's a one-stop shop for everything you need to just feel good, perform well. With these 4 products, your body is firing on all cylinders. And then 2 add-ons are going to be a 90-day supply of magnesium, 5 different magnesium blends, not your magnesium glycinate or your magnesium citrate. That does one thing for your body, but 5 different blends, 90-day supply magnesium from First Form, and creatine. And we will have a conversation about creatine, I promise you. So I'm going to send that out with the follow-up with this recording. And what it's really going to look like as far as my coaching, because remember, I'm 34 weeks pregnant. I'm due March 31st. What this is going to allow us to do is know our game plan, have our game plan, and be certain about what we're doing while I take an unknown amount of time off when my son is here. And that doesn't mean that you're not still going to get announcements every single day in the app. We're going to have those pre-recorded. You're going to have your weekly emails pre-written and sent out. I'm still going to have time to be in the app. Hello, have you ever breastfed before? You're just stuck there. Nap trapped? I'm stuck there. I used to watch Netflix while I was stuck there, and now I'm pouring into people's lives and their goals and their success by getting back to you in the app. Weekly assessments. If you've been in the app with me for a while are going to be open to submit 7 days a week. Please only submit once a week, but what this gives me is a window of time to space out all those submissions and get back to you guys in a more timely manner rather than one wave of y'all coming in on the weekends. And then as soon and as fast as I can, we'll get back to our monthly one-on-one calls, and also reopening up that window to sign up for paid one-on-one calls. And you'll get to see him. So I think that is everything I wanted to cover today, and just really get you a little fired up, a little scared. I hope you realize how many times you may have questioned or been uncertain about this plan. I hope you made it all the way through this, because this is the answer you've been looking for. I completed 75 Hard during my pregnancy with my daughter 3 years ago, and have maintained so much of that lifestyle, and it's changed my life, and it's changed hundreds of thousands of people's lives. This is the real deal, and I can't wait for you to take part in it with me. So those watching live, let me know if you have any questions. You can type it in the chat. But otherwise, I'm going to set you guys free. If you are not in the one-on-one coaching app just yet, or you've been in it before, just reach out to me. Everything in the follow-up email with this recording and in the notes here on YouTube on this recording will kind of set you guys up for success for next steps. But otherwise, I hope you have a great day. Pay attention to where those excuses and compromises are coming up, and don't shame yourself, but just know we have the tools and the answers, and we start March 7th, okay? I love you. I believe in you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.